Hi folks, this is Robbe 66 and today I want to talk, and no, this time it's not a warbird, a little about a really fun plane that found its way into my hangar lately. It's the Robbe Sport Wing. You know, I had so much fun flying the Hobby King Falcon, which I built for a buddy of mine, that I got the idea to get a Flyingwing of my own. I might would have bought the Falcon too, but at the time it was out of stock at the Hobby King store. So I started looking for an alternative, and after a little research on the net I stumbled over a few comments about an older model from Robbe, the Sport Wing. It looked unique and the comments stated that it is an outstanding flyer. So I started looking for a shop who had it in stock, which was more difficult than I thought actually, because meanwhile Robbe had discontinued his Sport Wing. But after a while I got lucky and found a store which still had one in stock. The model is a single-piece wing, so there's not much gluing needed. The only thing you have to glue on are the winglets and the wooden spar that gives the wing its strength. The motor kit is sold separately, because the model was originally designed to be a very light glider or slope glider. Even with the motor, electronics and stuff, the plane has a flying weight of barely 420 grams, which is not much considering the wingspan of 1.2 meters. I took the time to cover the whole thing in aura cover to give it a little bit cleaner look and a bit more stability. Not that it's needed, the wing is very well designed. Still, covered in a nice film, it simply looks nicer. The Sport Wing will never be a rocket, but it's relatively fast considering the tiny motor and its 18 amp speed controller that is driving the whole thing. The flight time is beyond 30 minutes, and I don't mean as a glider. No, I mean 30 minutes runtime for the motor. Even with 40% throttle, the plane flies very nice and handles up to 15 knots without any problems. I'm sure it can take a lot more, but 15 knots is what I tested so far. The whole wing runs on a small standard 1300 mA 3S LiPo. It is very maneuverable, like most of the flying wings, and it has no bad habits. A little toss into the wind and a bit of throttle and you're up in the air. My wing needs about 1 mm up elevator to fly level, but other than that, it's a very easy, very relaxing and fun plane to fly. The only bad thing I can say about this plane is that it's a little bit more expensive than most of the other flying wings. But after I completed my first 5 hours of flight time with my wing, I can say it's worth it, at least in my opinion. I hope you guys will enjoy the little video I put together, and as always, if you have any questions about the video or the plane, just leave me a short note and I'll see what I can do. Have fun at the flying field, guys. Robbe 66.